evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Chuck and Lisa show. I am the Chuck, and I'm usually told to shut up.
Yeah.
Doesn't work,
No.
but they tell me.
Yeah.
And sitting across from me is my beautiful bride, Lisa. Everybody say hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Hello, Risa.
Yep, we're here to have fun and games. None of that serious stuff on this year's show. And there's nothing to sneeze at.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Ha, 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 ha.
So we're going to talk about some interesting stuff, different topics that you probably don't hear anywhere.
First time for everything.
Yep. And my job is to keep these two out of the ditch,
Nah.
which usually does not work.
No.
Never works.
I play the straight man on the show. It's quite funny. It's not my part usually. Yeah. So what's happening with you guys? Anything new?
I'm allergic to you.
No, you are.
Chuck?
Then how come my nose wasn't runny till I came out here?
You're allergic to Chuck?
Air conditioning, probably.
Maybe.
Probably the air conditioning unit.
Maybe.
Yep.
I think it's
Other than that, you doing all right, Miss Lisa?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. And Mr. Durst, what's new with you? Any hurricanes to speak of?
No hurricanes, lots of rain. Lots and lots and lots and lots of rain.
Yeah.
Did you have a lake in the front yard again?
Backyard, yes. We definitely
Backyard.
have a lake. Yep. It
Cool.
It is
And-
teeming with frogs and mosquitoes by now, I'm sure.
I'm sure. It's leaving Florida now, and it's going off the coast, and it's going to take a left-hand turn and come up through either Wilmington or like Charleston. They're not sure which exactly. And it's coming right at us.
Cool.
Yay! More rain. We got the first part of it today.
Did you order
That's
your
pretty
raft
good.
yet?
Yeah,
What? A raft?
our raft. Fortunately, we live on a knoll.
Grassy
It
knoll?
falls.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much.
Are you
it-
trying to
it
tell me
slopes
something,
down-
Chuck?
It slopes down on every side from our house.
Yeah.
Where were you in 1964?
I was in
1963.
a playpen.
You in Dallas? By any
Nope.
chance?
Connecticut, in my playpen. I couldn't hold the gun yet, Thursh. Besides, I would have had.
I don't know, Chuck. Seems pretty suspicious.
Yeah. No such ruck. I was a wee baby. Well, you were only a year older in 64.
63.
63.
I
You weren't
was-
even in kindergarten yet, Dursh.
I was 4 years old. 4.
That's right. And not picking up any guns either.
You never know.
So there.
You
All right.
never know.
So let's talk about stuff that happened in the world on this date.
Hey, Chuck, can I ask you a question?
You have to?
It does.
No, but I want to.
Go ahead.
How's your camel hump?
You better give a reference because nobody else is going to understand that.
How's your ear roll? You have good ear roll? Good camel hump?
And that is from the movie
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Wow. Google. What? I'll stop now.
Now you're speaking in Klingon. 1806. Francis II, the last Holy Roman Emperor, abdicates, thus ending the Holy Roman Empire. They moved to the Vatican,
You did.
the Holy Roman.
No.
Basically, that's all they did. In 1825, Bolivia gained independence from Spain. I guess they cared. In 1914, Serbia declares war on Gerbia. Germany. That's
Gerbia.
Gerbia.
That's where the gerbils live.
In Germany. Austria declares war on Russia. World War I begins. Dun, 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 dun.
What about the gerbils?
They either got eaten or
Or
In 1926, who? Gertrude Ederle. Know who she is?
Nope.
First woman to swim across the English Channel.
Okay. Good for her.
Yep. In 1926, the great Harry Houdini spends 91 minutes underwater in a sealed tank before
Nuh-uh.
escaping.
He lied.
It's not the time he died, so I guess he actually did it.
I don't know about that.
Uh-oh. 1945, an atomic bomb is dropped by Enola Gay on Hiroshima.
Yeah? That sucked.
Yeah, bad day to be a Hiroshima-ite.
Yeah, that wasn't a good thing.
No. 1984, Prince releases Purple Rain. You like that album?
Yes.
No. What are you doing over there, Dersh?
Trying to get the show ready. So
Very cool.
when you're ready to ask for stuff, then I can give you the stuff.
Cool. Having the stuff is good. In 1993, the movie The Fugitive. Did you ever see The Fugitive
Nope.
with Harrison Ford?
Nope.
I didn't either. Did you, Dersh?
Really? I've seen
No.
it probably 20 times or more.
Have you?
It's a good
I've seen-
movie.
These 20 times, but that's not it. Not one of them.
That's a good movie. It
Is
really
it?
is.
Celebrating her 113th birthday today is Lucille Ball.
You think she really is?
What?
Celebrating.
I hope so.
Okay.
Hope I have to look up instead of down, you know what I'm saying?
Huh.
In 1928, Andy Warhol is born.
He did.
Any of those early ones, they're dead.
Yeah.
David Robinson, the basketball player, was born in 1965.
You know, David Robinson could jump high enough to take a quarter off the top of a basketball backboard.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
That's,
saw one of
that's
his shoes one
incredible.
time.
He was a great player.
Yeah, he
I
was.
don't know why, but somebody at Duke had one of his shoes. It was really big.
I was actually living in San Antonio when he was a rookie at the Spurs, with the Spurs. Let's see. Some director I have no idea who is. 1970, M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan?
He did that movie
Shyamalan.
where they said, I'd see dead people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what
M.
it's
Night
called.
Shyamalan, director.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest movies out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how come I never heard of him?
I don't know. He never heard of you either.
That's true.
Lucky for Chuck.
And in 1972, Jerry Halliwell, a singer.
She's a Spice Girl.
Oh, okay.
She's Ginger
I
Spice.
should know that, huh, then.
She's Ginger Spice.
I guess I should have known that, huh?
You should.
Yeah,
Do
how
I
many
look
Spice
like a
Girl-
Spice Girl kind of guy fan?
How many
She
Spice
has-
Girl albums do you have, Chuck? Tell us.
She has red
None.
She has red hair.
Yeah. That
She's-
does.
Ginger Spice.
Buying her album and listening to her music versus if I met her and doing her are two different things.
Nobody ever. You immediately go in the gutter.
Redheads. You can't not.
You
This
can't
show
not go
lives
in the gutter. You what? Okay.
This show lives in the gutter. I don't know.
Lisa's shaking her head.
I'm pretty sure Dershie's wife has red hair.
Well, I'm not thinking of Dershie's wife.
She's not here, so it's okay.
Let's start with Lisa's story about a live crab snapping at snacks inside the vending machine.
In Iowa.
How the hell did it get there?
I don't
I
know.
hate it when that happens.
It was dead when they got it out, though.
Maybe put a dead crab in there.
Well, no, it was eating the snacks.
Oh, it ate too much.
Maybe.
See, they said that stuff will kill you.
Doritos are not good for crabs, probably.
Dang it.
Huh.
They said they found another crab in the library or something. I guess somebody was going around putting crabs in things.
Somebody had a bushel of crabs and they're laying them around the place. right, so this is Sioux City, Iowa. A man found a crab stuck in a vending machine. He worked for Pepsi. See, the crab worked for Coke. That's why it died. They thought it was a mouse. Turns out it's not a mouse, unless the mouse was wearing armor. So anyway, he took it out and disposed of it.
It was dead.
Sounds like a prank to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I doubt it was actually snacking on snacks. I
They
think
said
it was
they heard
probably
noises.
dead. Really?
Yeah, and that's why they called.
Huh. Next story. Is anybody here except Daryl?
They're okay.
Hi, Daryl.
I'm here.
I'm glad you're here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Every time Thirsty says uh-oh, he's either hit the wrong button or something.
Yeah, I definitely hit a wrong button.
What'd you do?
Going on?
You didn't disconnect us, did you?
I still see uh-oh.
I still see us.
Uh,
What'd you did?
Nothing.
What'd you did? Are we online?
Yeah, mostly.
What do you mean mostly? I still see us and hear us.
But there's an issue. There's always an issue.
The issue is the button pusher.
Ha! Figured it out.
Ah!
What were we just doing? Crab thing?
We were doing the crab, but that was short. Now we're going to talk about fish problems.
Alright, crab never made it online.
No, that doesn't matter. It's like if you've seen one Maryland type of crab, you've seen them all. The only thing that was missing off that crab was base seasoning
But in a vending machine, you don't see
Yeah.
that very often.
in Iowa. Well, they also found one in a library and whatnot.
Down
So
the street, yeah.
yeah, so somebody was just dropping off dead crabs.
Yeah.
No, they were alive
live
when they
crabs.
put them in there.
I wonder how much it costs to buy a crab from a vending machine.
$5.
$5.
A2 is a button.
Yeah. Maryland has a fish problem, or rather, 3 fish problems. The population of invasive blue catfish, flathead catfish, and northern snakehead are exploding in the Chesapeake Bay.
That's
Their
bad.
solution? If you can't beat them, eat them.
Eat them. Eat them.
That's a good
Go
solution.
fishing.
I like that solution.
I love fish. Catfish is easy. The snake head one, I don't know how you cook that thing, because that seems like it would be pretty nasty tasting, to be honest. Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. It just looks nasty.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what they want you to do is, if you're not up for going fishing, when you go to your grocery store, buy blue catfish, northern snakehead at your grocery or restaurant.
Yeah? They're selling it in restaurants.
Guess so.
I mean, the catfish, you just like put them in a barrel and put a little oil and gas in there. Just throw a match on it. That's all you need to do.
You don't like catfish?
I love catfish, but I mean,
You
there's
just
so,
want to fry them up
there's-
fast?
there's so many of them. I mean, why waste time buying one? Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
throw it in the barrel, burn it up. That'll reduce the population quickly.
We have an interesting story that's up next.
First time for everything.
Well, as you know, I've been studying the sun a lot, and they're learning so many things that they didn't know before, like like this article here suggests.
Who's been staring at it, Darcy?
I've been staring at learning about it, to be honest. A breakthrough study suggests magnetic fields could manipulate human brains. Let me start. The other night, I knew we were getting hit by a solar storm because the sun is extremely active now with the electromagnetic field of Earth reversing and being very weak right now. You know what I'm talking about. Don't play dumb.
Electric maggots.
Electromaggot?
The poles on Earth are reversing, and during that time, our protection against the sun is very weak. And the other night we got a solar storm, and I asked Lisa if she had a headache because I had one at the exact moment. She said, "Yeah." So I posted online and said, "We're currently in a solar storm. Are you currently experiencing a headache?" And all these people said yes. So that kind of confirmed what I was already thinking, and this study is more in depth than mine was. The study suggests that magnetic ray fields can manipulate human brains. They can certainly give you a headache. And they did a test with mice. And guess who may be next? We might be. So they were
tested on billionaires.
Series of tests. Scientists were able to control a mouse feeding, sociability, parental behavior by manipulating certain regions of the lateral hypothalamus, meaning that basically you could put out magnetic fields that control an entire population, it would seem.
Hey, Chuck, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Did the study suggest you had to have a brain for this to be a problem?
Apparently not a functioning one, just
Okay.
a brain.
I'm good then.
You'll be fine. They can control you.
I still think
no
they should
problem.
test it on billionaires first.
They just rewrite the program and make it work in reverse. So anyway, hear the scientific mumbo jumbo, or will I lose you guys at this point with that?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Oh, you think it might be over my head?
No, I think you'd be totally bored and space out on it.
You went over my head.
Yeah, I don't mean it that way. I mean you'd space out.
I'm sorry. Who was a psychology major and who wasn't?
This isn't psychology.
You just
This
said
is science.
You said psycho.
No, I didn't. Anyway,
Okay, well I have a bachelor of science.
science!
Science!
To create this science-esque technology, the team developed a magnetogenetic interface for neurodynamics or nanomind device designed to manipulate particular regions of the brain related to cognition, emotion, and motivation.
Cool.
Yep, so they use nanoparticles,
Particles of my
nanoparticle switches that can essentially turn on and turn off non-invasive magnetic waves, allowing a certain rudimentary brain function. Hey, they're going to make mice think like people.
Some people.
What happens when 3 mice come into a bar?
Some people already think like mice.
That gets back to what Dershey was saying about you actually have to be thinking. So this technology is to control specific brain regions using magnetic fields, which makes perfect sense because what does our brain work on? Electricity and an electromagnetic field within our brain.
Calories.
Batteries?
Calories.
Yeah, calories feed our batteries. We run on like 0.03 volts, something like that.
You do.
No, either 0.3 or 0.03. They've actually tested it.
Yeah. Did your mother have you tested?
Yes, turns out it was good news.
Oh.
I wasn't a moron. They weren't sure if I was a moron or a genius, so they literally tested me.
Yeah.
Good thing I was on the genius end.
Can we make that a poll?
That's what they
Put it
told you
online?
anyway, right?
Huh?
That's what they told you.
Yeah.
No, I was tested.
I know, they told you that.
I
I'd like
saw
to
the
put-
scores.
I'd like to put it up for a vote personally. And put it on
You don't
there.
get a vote on that. Actual people that do that do.
Your dad doesn't believe that.
Besides, you read me every day.
Your dad
Shut
doesn't
up.
believe that. He doesn't believe that they can test small children. Remember? Doesn't count.
So anyway, there's going to be more on this because
Moron. You said moron.
He said,
oh,
moron.
I see a
heard him
lot
say
of morons every day. I
just
see
heard him say
many,
moron.
many, many morons every day. Trust me, don't I, Darsh?
More on that later at 7:30 or 8:30.
Miriam Newby, Pennsylvania here. Hello, Miriam. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hope you stick around long enough. It does get
Oh,
better eventually.
He's so silly. And if that didn't get your attention, listen to this one. Doctors remove live eel from man's abdomen after it bites through his intestines.
And how did
Here?
it get into
Wait,
his
we'll
intestines?
get to that. If you tell the punchline before you
No,
know it.
I'm not telling anything.
On July 27th, a 31-year-old Indian national was brought to the emergency room of Duck Hospital in Hanoi with severe abdomen pain. Through moans and screams of agony, the unnamed man told staff that he inserted the live eel into his body through his buttocks shortly after he began experiencing excruciating abdominal
Duh.
pain.
Duh. Duh.
Wait,
The moral of the story is don't stick eels up your butt.
no,
Or
didn't your mother always tell you
anywhere
that?
else. My mother
Mother-
told me that.
My mother
Didn't
Didn't
always
your
said-
mother ever tell you not to stick eels up your
My
butt?
mother always said, "Don't stick eels up your butt."
So show the picture of the eel so everybody can be thoroughly grossed out.
Ew.
It's there.
That's the eel.
A lime? Is that like a lime flavoring or what?
It looks like it's for to give a relative size.
There's a roller.
Right. Look at the size of that sucker.
Why did he do that?
And look at the size of the freaking eel. If that's a foot, oof.
Yeah, no, thank you.
What
Are
an
you
idiot.
crazy, man?
Talk
Now when I
about
get
morons.
sushi, When I get sushi,
Hey,
I'm
give
gonna
us a
have to
thumbs
ask,
up.
ask
Hey, would you
them.
guys give us a thumbs up,
I
please?
did already.
All right.
It was the second one. Shut up.
I'm just
So now
asking.
when I go get sushi, I'm gonna have to ask them if the eel's been up somebody's butt.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Is that a bonus or a negative? I grossed Lisa out.
Well, that's bad, but we had a local news anchor who lost his job because one night he had to go into the emergency room to have a gerbil removed from his buttocks.
For real?
More
For real.
gerbil talk from
You know,
you two.
because that's not because that whole Richard Gere thing isn't even true. So that people try it anyway.
People did it anyway.
I don't want to put anything with teeth up my butt.
Or with claws.
I don't well anything really. You know.
I can't imagine the gerbil. Come on now.
Gerbil's gonna eat his way out,
Ow!
Ow. That's right.
Ow!
just like an eel.
People that
Don't
just-
stick live things up your butt.
Just don't stick things up your butt.
Yeah, don't do animals. Ugh.
Public service announcement.
Public service announcement: don't stick things up your butt
Oh man.
unless it's consensual.
I read this article about like things that they found in people's butts in the emergency room. They're like
Yeah.
whole Barbie dolls and stuff.
All kind of weird stuff. Yeah, it's kind of
People are freaks.
gross, man.
People are freaks.
They
Poor
really
Barbie
are.
doll.
Oh God. Hurricane Debbie just departed Florida, and the remains of it are going to reform off the coast, come straight up and visit us in North Carolina. Thank you very much, Debbie.
Cool.
But on a cool note, Hurricane Debbie blows $1 million worth of cocaine onto Florida beaches.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, they reported it, but I mean that happens every time we get a hurricane.
Yeah.
We
And you
get
know what?
bailed.
Right.
I bet it was more than that.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And that's only the
Honest.
10% they turned in.
Honest, that's all there was.
Yeah.
We get bales of marijuana wash up on shore.
Yeah,
shore
that's
after
what
a
are those
storm,
Yeah.
something
called?
like that.
Square groupers?
Hey, can you FedEx one of those to me?
Sure.
Just one you find on the beach. Oh, that'll work.
It's it's just it's sugar. Yes, that's all. I'm shipping to Chuck Nellis. It's
Yep.
sugar. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Trust me. on
Yeah.
that. Trust me.
So, 25 packages of cocaine washed up on the shore in the Florida Keys. Where else would it be? It was 70 pounds or 31.7 kilos at a
That's a
street
lot.
value of about $1 million, and found by a Good Samaritan. That's where the other 90% went. The Good Samaritan took them. Here, I better give them 10% or else they'll think something went wrong.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, honestly, if someone shows up like that with $1 million worth of cocaine, good quote unquote good Samaritan, I mean, if you're a police officer, wouldn't you start to be suspicious and kind of keep an eye on that person's bank account
You'd think.
and activities? Because you know how easy it would be to just keep one of those bags and
He suddenly buys a new
Ferrari
whatever kind of Ferrari with cash. Yep,
That's
yep.
not suspicious at all.
So it says you had 250,000 people.
Without power.
Well, it says up to 250,000 people are supposed to be without power right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So to all of you, you aren't seeing us.
Talk louder, Chuck.
Talk louder, Chuck. No, not a fan of the cocaine. Nope. It's time to harass and irritate Dershey with
What?
tales of Florida.
Oh,
So
Florida man.
harass.
Florida man.
I look forward to Florida Man. This is awesome. I live Florida Man, so this is
You are
cool.
Florida man.
You would never like hit your wife with a steak though or anything, right?
As far as you know, no.
Thrown a taco at her or anything? No?
Not as far as you know. I haven't done none of that.
Have
no.
not done any of those items.
Nope, as far as you know. So yeah.
Headline: Cops Sunday night dinner spaghetti dinner dispute gets very saucy.
Uh-huh.
A Sunday night dinner turned violent when a 41-year-old man threw the pasta at his mother, striking the victim in the head with the starchy weapon.
Got arrested for that? Seriously?
Uh-huh. That's why I stopped, leaving her splattered with sauce. Investigators say Anthony Fiacco last evening had a verbal argument with the victim who turned violent in the Florida home where the victim resides with the accused. What the hell's a 41? Never mind.
What?
Why was he living there? That's the first question. Never mind.
Living with his mother?
Yeah.
Because it's Florida.
Of course. Well, that explains everything.
Yeah.
The spaghetti made contact with the victim, who had spaghetti sauce in her hair. Apparently, it
He threw
doesn't wash
spaghetti
out.
at his mother?
Yeah,
Sure.
and she arrested him.
Good. She told him to
I-
stop doing. You know, she told him. She said, "I'm telling you, you throw spaghetti at me one more time, Junior. I'm calling the cops." He didn't believe her.
And so she did. That's fun.
Well, I
That's
mean,
fine.
for hitting his mother with that's no big deal. I mean, just wasting the spaghetti you should be arrested for that.
Yeah,
Even stupider.
it took her all day to make that.
It gets even stupider. Fiacco allegedly fled the home when officers arrived after being spotted hiding behind a bush in the backyard. They'll never see me. He sought to run away but was quickly corralled by the police. He was arrested for domestic battery for the
Oh my
spaghetti
gosh.
incident,
Oh.
as well as resisting the officer.
Dumbass.
So
That's why he still lives at home.
apparently the spaghetti was very al dente because it could do damage otherwise.
You know, spaghetti sounded pretty good after all this.
Yeah, maybe
I
tomorrow.
love spaghetti. That's my favorite.
I do too.
Maybe tomorrow.
I had some the other day from our restaurant down the street.
Oh yeah, it was good.
It was pretty good. Steve's is better.
Is it?
My wife makes amazing spaghetti.
He was booked on misdemeanor charges. No weapon
Well, I
was
can
seized.
see where that
No
wouldn't be-
weapon was seized by the police.
That's because the mom ate it.
Yeah.
And it's
The
unclear
evidence
how.
is gone.
And it's unclear how long the Sunday gravy had been simmering. 5'6", 250-pound Fiatto appeared in court this morning.
Damn, he's a meatball.
We ordered him to have no contact with his mother. They live together.
5'6".
That
And he
dude's
weighs
been eating
250
spaghetti
pounds.
for a while now.
He's a meatball.
Oh, he'll maybe mom didn't really want him here. He'll be allowed a one-time visit to collect his belongings in GTFO.
Good. Where's he gonna go?
I don't know. Somewhere that serves spaghetti, I guess.
That dude needs to cut down on spaghetti.
Looks
No
like it.
kid.
What part of Florida was this?
It gets even more fun.
Oh yeah.
Fiatto, who also uses the surname Edlin, has prior convictions for battery, trespass, violation probation, and throwing a deadly missile into a building.
What was that? A meatball?
The missile was a Heineken bottle he chucked into an apartment window after he was asked to leave a party.
He sounds like a fun guy.
He sounds like he's had too many electromagnetic waves to the head, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, did this happen the other night when the solar flare?
Might
Woo! That would be, you know what? That would be an excuse in court too that somebody
Yeah.
would pull. I wasn't my fault.
The sun made me crazy.
Yeah. Alrighty.
That's really weird.
I thought you'd enjoy that.
I love Florida man stories.
If they just never seem to end. I bet if I went over to this page called Florida Man.
You have to save them for next week.
Yeah.
But you notice the eel up the butt story was not from Florida.
No, that was in
Vietnam.
Indonesia. Yeah.
Hanoi.
Southeast Asia. The hell was that man thinking?
Which one? The eel up the butt? or
Eel up the
spaghetti
butt.
man?
Well, both, but especially the eel up the butt. I mean, the spaghetti man thing can't get you killed. The eel up the butt could.
Yeah. Guess he didn't. Maybe he didn't know eels had teeth. Okay, I'm not saying he's the smartest person in the world because he stuck an eel up his ass.
Actually, it's a pretty
Right
good
now,
bet.
Daryl's dying. I guarantee you, Daryl's dying over there listening to you.
I think it's probably proof that he's at the bottom of the intelligence list. I just was doing what he did.
Oh my. All right, next story. Let's talk about some car stuff. Japan's Nissan is developing a cool paint for cars to keep drivers cooler.
That's cool.
What I put up with. So anyway, so far they've figured out that it drops the temperature of the cars, but unfortunately at this point the paint is too thick to use in commercial use quite yet. The cooling materials are used in a wide variety of things like buildings and other things.
Will they call it a shitty cooler?
God, that cracks me
Oh
up.
my god! Do you ever watch the race, Durst, like one of the smaller hometown races?
Yeah.
And they're sponsored by Shitty Coolers.
By Shitty Coolers.
Right, yeah.
That makes me
SHITI, but it actually is pronounced shitty.
Coolers, yeah. They did that on purpose. It's
It kills me every time they say it on TV.
Yeah. I'm like,
Kills
the
her,
first
too.
time I heard it, I was like, did they just say that? And then I remembered that we see them at races.
Right. So Nissan's paint was developed with Radicool of China. Asshole.
Asshole. No.
Does it have eels in it?
Asshole.
Is that what?
Asshole. Does it have eels in
It
it?
might. It might just have eels in it to stop it. So anyway, the whole idea of the paint is that it reflects sunlight better and also creates electromagnetic waves that block the rays. See, they're everywhere.
Mind control.
Mind control. Well, apparently this car will block the mind control because it reflects those rays away.
That's it.
Exactly. Oh, you know what? You're right about that. Huh.
So,
They better not put it on Cybertrucks because then the people will get smart and get out of their car.
I need a full body. I need one of those hazmat suits that's covered in it.
Right?
But
they can't put it on Cybertrucks because then the people get in their truck.
They get smart.
And realize they have a Cybertruck.
And then raccoons would just be living in it. The moral of the story is don't buy an EV.
Is that the moral of the story?
That's the moral of the story.
Works for me. Have you guys seen that paint that they're using now that as you walk around the car it changes colors?
Yeah,
what was that, a Maserati?
That's not new. That's since the 90s.
Yeah, but
I sold Camaros with that paint on it.
Those look like cockroaches.
Well, it turned from blue to green.
It was like green and
blue, and it had purple in it.
Yeah, it was yuck.
Yeah, those have been around quite a long time. They were developed by DuPont.
DuPont.
They're very cool, and now they cost like $1 million an ounce. DuPont. You can take the boy out of Texas, but you can't take Texas out of the boy. Yeah, so get your cool paint today.
You can't.
I know.
And weigh down your car so much the tires go flat.
Yeah.
Lisa sent me an article today that the Porsche 928 from Risky Business is going to auction. It was just at auction last year.
Well,
it was sold at Barrett Jackson last year.
I tell you, these cars just go around.
Oh, yeah.
They just keep going around.
Now they're going to take it to Bonham.
To where?
Bonham's auction. I think you're right. I mean, it sold for, well, they're expecting it to at least reach 1.4 million, and I believe that's what it sold for.
Yeah. Well, maybe they just wanted to use it for a while and then sell it for what they paid for it and break even.
Or the guy's wife threatened to divorce him if he didn't get rid of that piece of crap.
It was a guy. Oh.
Or a girl, or whatever.
It was a guy. It's always a guy.
I'm a guy, so I referred to a guy.
It's always a guy.
I don't have boobies.
What?
So I was referring to a guy because I am a guy.
You do have boobies. They're just really small.
Right. They used to be boobs. Now they're just back to boobs.
Chuck has boobies. He actually has. He actually has 3.
Me 40 pounds ago, we had some boobs.
He actually has 3 boobies.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting.
3 nipples.
3
nipples.
Yep. She thought I was weird. She thought that was weird 40 years ago when I first told her.
Who?
You.
I wasn't listening to you then.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get frostbite in here soon, you know that? So how was our reception tonight, Dersh?
What?
Well, I just asked because I just realized I never switched over to the hardwire. I'm on Wi-Fi.
What? What did you say, Chuck?
Shut up. Is it good or not?
No, it's been perfect.
Oh, that's weird. Huh. So anyway, Risky Business, 928, Tom Cruise, yada, yada, yada. I don't understand why it's up for sale again. Like you said, unless somebody just decided to sell it,
Maybe
have it for a little while.
It for a while and then sell it for what they paid for it.
Don't forget, there's seller's fees too.
Well, yeah, but whatever. So that's their.
I'll laugh to get $700,000 for it this time. Ha ha. You know, let's face it, the 928 was not a great car.
Terrible car.
Was it? Yeah, it was junk.
It was.
Dersh, did you do 3 questions?
The Hellcat underneath that car.
He's ignoring.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Give me a Hellcat any day.
Oh man, that's a.
Hey, did you know that was your last chance to buy a Charger?
Yeah, I know, and I love that car. I've always wanted a Charger.
Is that the one
That
I
kills
rented?
me.
Did I rent a Charger or a
He
Challenger?
rented a Charger, but it was a V6.
Well, that's all they had.
I love
Yeah, I'll
the
take that
Charger.
68
I
instead.
wanted Dodge to bring that sucker back to NASCAR, man.
Unless they bring in that ugly ass demon, it's not going to happen. Yeah.
I love the Charger.
You see those stupid commercials for the demon?
A little bitty car.
Yeah, it's got all torqued out is their claim,
Oh, is that the one?
because they can't say horsepower because it's only got 240 horsepower. All torqued out. Oh,
Most people don't even know what torque and Hemi and all that crap means.
no,
Right.
they don't even know the difference between torque and horsepower, which is very basic.
That's because they didn't do physics.
All right.
Hey, Dersh, I
Yeah.
figured out something on my car all by myself today.
Cool.
Did you know? I didn't know this. So, for some reason, when it rains really hard, my Mustang gets water inside the door.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go around corners, it sloshes around like a bowl of soup. It's weird. Seriously, it just started doing this. Chuck's like, "Well, I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom of your door." I went on YouTube. There's a little piece of plastic that you can pull off the bottom of the door, and all the water comes out.
Just to drain it.
That's
So
what
apparently
it's, like,
that's a
what
known
it's
problem.
for. Like
Wow.
that's what it's for.
Did not know that. That's amazing.
Did you do the other door while you're doing them?
I don't think there's water in the other door, but I'll check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
So-
do it again after the hurricane.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, instead of fixing the problem, they just put a hole in the bottom.
They put a drain plug.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a convertible problem.
Yeah, it's a convertible thing.
Probably.
Yep, so you get a drain
But
plug.
they also have them in F-150, so that's not a convertible problem.
It's a Ford problem.
Apparently, most cars have those. You should look on the bottom of your car door, and
Huh.
there's a little piece of plug or whatever. You pull it out, and actually mine was clogged up with like black, like
Years of mold.
no, it was like leaf, like leaf goo or whatever. It might have been mold. I don't know. It doesn't do it all the time.
So basically, you should put a hose up in there and wash it out.
I'm not douching my car.
That's my wife, and I love her. Oh, God.
Anyway,
Moving right
I
along.
figured it out all by myself. Thank you, YouTube.
That was awesome.
You mean you figured it out with the help of YouTube?
Okay, so I thought when you said drill a hole in it and then put a plug in there, I was like, maybe
There is
already
one.
is one.
And turns out
And
they
there-
thought of that.
There is.
See, Ford's as smart as me.
Okay. Did you know somebody named Lisa Drake works at Ford? And we did.
Wasn't she
She's like the vice president of something. Now I don't know. She might not work there anymore because I think she was doing the electric trucks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I don't think they'll let her go. I think they'll
She's
move her
very
somewhere
smart.
else.
Yeah.
She's been there a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty cool. Did you see? I mean, you should have read the rest of the articles on that page. They're better than the first one.
That's not why we're there.
And the Fallout TV show.
Uh-huh.
What
There's
car is that red one?
There's a Plymouth XNR, which is like
What
one
are you
of the
doing?
strangest cars. It's in the first episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
Fallout.
red car?
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's really cool. That's a weird car right there.
It is.
First episode of what?
Fallout, the new TV show. It's based on the game Fallout from your Xbox or PS3.
That looks like a concept car of Chryslers or GMs from the 60s.
You know what
50s,
I want? I want
or
that.
60s.
I want that station wagon they made that was a Mustang that they never made.
Yeah.
I want that.
You can have it converted into that. That's what people do.
I know that. Oh,
Because the
trust me, I know because you watch all the car shows.
Because the original one, there's only one. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that the concept car before.
That is awesome.
You could call it a covered wagon.
Yeah.
got a jet engine in it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So when they were testing, playing with those ideas of turbines.
Dang.
All right,
I want that car.
you can't have it.
What the heck? You told me I could have a car, an imaginary car. Why can't Darcy have an imaginary
Okay,
car?
you can have all the imaginary cars you want.
You're mean.
Yeah, something like that. Remember Michael McDowell was moving over to Spire Motorsports?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, guess who's going with him now? His crew chief, Travis Peterson.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Just named him today.
Cool.
Yeah. So they've
Makes
been
sense.
very successful with each other the last
Yeah.
few years.
Makes sense.
Yep. Really surprised they let him go still. That blows my mind. Things change. NASCAR is still working on international date for 2025 schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico
I'd like to see him go up to
or
Canada.
Canada. Yeah.
That racing
course?
park.
Yeah, the road course.
Yeah, it's a great course.
That's a really nice course.
I've watched a lot of races there from other series, but Cup's never been there.
No.
Nope. P&G, Procter & Gamble, is sponsoring Josh Berry at Richmond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he gonna have, like toilet paper or?
It's got commissary on the hood. Well, let me open it up.
Darcy, did you hear who's sponsoring Chase Elliott at Richmond?
No.
Because it was supposed to be Hooters, but Hooters is in trouble because they didn't pay all their money.
Oh, wow. Procter & Gamble is supporting the military, and they actually have the commissary on the hood.
We need to go there.
I know. We have that right.
You know.
So and on the side it says it's an honor to serve those who serve.
That's cool.
Uh.
But anyway, Chase Elliott is having Coke on his car, and some people have issues with that.
Well, yeah, doing Coke in public is
Not that kind of Coke. They have issues with that because they like Pepsi or something.
whatever.
But Chase Elliott's from Atlanta, from Georgia.
Georgia,
Coke's from
yeah,
Georgia.
Coke's from Georgia.
And
What
it's
else
a
you gonna
pretty
do?
car. It's actually a pretty car.
Yep. Apparently, Christopher Bell's crew chief had an accident while enjoying vacation.
I saw that.
He underwent successful surgery. Apparently, he broke both
How do
legs.
you broke? No, his knees.
Oh,
He
his-
broke
yeah,
his
his
knees.
knees.
How do you break your knees?
Landing very hard on something.
Yeah.
Roller skating? What?
I'd say I saw a basketball player broke his knee, split the kneecap right down the middle, and half it went around the back of his leg. So half the kneecap was on one side, the other half was on the other side.
My mother
That
broke her kneecap at my roller skating party when I was 12, so that was nice. We got to stay and finish the party though.
That's good.
They took my mom to the hospital. We got
Hi,
to
Mom.
stay. We got to stay.
We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hauling a bunch of kids at hospital.
So the parents were there.
Right.
So like one of the moms was there, so she stayed there with us.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Far out. So anyway, these crew chiefs and drivers seem to get themselves in a mess of trouble every time they have a vacation. don't they?
Right. You
I know, right?
need to stop with the vacation stuff, man.
Well, yeah, they went on cool places though. We talked about this last week, right? Daniel Suarez got married.
Yeah.
Then he drove in NASCAR Brazil and he won one
And
of
he
the
won.
races.
Yeah.
And we think William Byron went to Paris to see the Olympics because his girlfriend is there.
Right.
But he's not in any of the pictures with her. But somebody's taking pictures of her.
Right.
So,
Huh.
yeah.
Ross Chain is going to be wearing see-through underwear at
What?
see-through jockeys at Richmond.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
Is he pole vault?
Nobody wants to see Ross Chastain.
You guys can talk about the Olympics after this.
Does it look like little watermelons?
Ross Chastain to run a jockey see-through car design at Richmond.
How does that work?
Amazing how just switching a couple words around gives a whole new meaning,
How is
doesn't it?
the car going to be see-through?
Well, apparently they're selling see-through jockeys, and he's in the
Are they going
advertise.
to put underwear on the car?
Some dude in underwear, yep. In fact, they're going to put Ross Chastain as a see-through side of the car, wearing underwear, driving the car without anything but the underwear on and a helmet.
Oh, like a painting?
Oh, so the
of them?
paint
Yeah.
job's going to be. That's funny. That's
just
like
weird.
the building in Paris, which is inside out.
Yeah.
All the duct work and the air conditioning and all that are on the outside of the building.
There's a plumber van around here where it's like the driver, and on the driver's side, it looks like the guy's sitting on a toilet.
Yeah, see, I love the trucks too that have on the back of the truck they painted the front of the truck, so it looks like they're barreling down at you rather than away from you.
That's funny.
This can't be good.
What?
Private equity firms are now looking into buying more NASCAR teams.
Oh yeah.
I mean, granted, Trackhouse is a private equity, but
No. Yeah.
private equity firms have a way of destroying
just-
whatever they
just suck
freaking
they
touch.
just
They
suck
suck
money
the
out of
life
it,
out.
yeah.
Well, it's because they care about profits rather than
People.
people
Or the sport.
In the sport, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not for it.
Is what's his name leaving?
Trackhouse? No, that's a
Trackhouse?
rumor.
That's garbage.
Well, yeah, I heard the rumor, and a lot of people think it's true.
No, because what's his name? Justin Marks said he is not.
Let's see. Apparently, Denny's documentary is on hold with Netflix.
Oh, because people don't want to.
See Denny.
Well, yeah, that. But people don't want to. It's they don't want to be in it unless the charter thing's all straightened out.
Right.
So they have to delay it.
Right. Got it. Hendrick Motorsports, the official 40th anniversary book covering the team's entire history, comes out in October.
Whoa!
Lisa, hear me?
What?
The official 40th anniversary Hendrick Motorsports book is coming out in October.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Okay.
Really?
Yep.
That might be interesting.
Brazil is interested in hosting the 2026 Clash,
Yeah.
and Greg Biffle is competing in the ARCA West race at Tri-City Raceway.
Cool. So
Yep.
are they going to have the Clash at Bowman Gray? Did they say
I don't
that
know.
for sure?
Nobody yet. I don't know.
Because-
So you guys wanted to talk about the Olympics. You have 6 minutes. Go for it.
you won't let me watch the Olympics. I'm not talking about.
I know, but you were going to talk about a couple stories that you guys have
Oh,
heard.
like the pole vaulter?
Yeah, talk about the pole vaulter.
The French pole
The
vaulter
French pole vaulter?
who is going commando.
Apparently, he was
He's
uncircumcised.
the wrong pole. No, that's not. What is,
Tell
you
the
are
story.
So weird.
I just told
Like, that has nothing to do with anything.
you weren't telling the
That
story,
doesn't
so I
add
thought.
anything to anything.
Well, tell the story.
He hit the pole with his junk.
Well, he cleared
Yes.
the pole first,
Yeah.
and on the way down, he knocked the pole off with
His package.
his package.
He needs to tie that baby down next time.
His
It was wiggling around like this.
he was going commando, and it cost him a vault. A
But somebody
jump.
said, is he a loser or is he really a winner?
A wiener.
He forgot which pole was the one he's supposed to use to jump with.
What if it hurt?
I bet
Wow.
it did.
I don't have a wiener. I don't know if that
Well,
hurts.
He was on his way up, and he was almost at a
His
stop,
little wiggly.
so
his little
it
wiggly
wasn't
hit
going very
Yeah, his
fast.
little wiggly.
Yeah, but to knock the pole off, you got to hit that thing fairly hard to
He was very excited.
knock
maybe.
it off.
I don't
The
know.
moral of the story is don't go pole vaulting when you have a heart on with no underwear.
Okay, I won't.
Mom almost had a gold medal with my junk got in the way.
Yes, we
He's
ain't
like,
right.
I
We know
told
this.
you, son. I told you to wear the underwear.
I tell you, my mother always leave the house in clean underwear. So listen to me next time.
And stop
Idiot.
throwing spaghetti at me.
Hey, you know what good
Funny.
news is though? The 1500 today.
Yeah.
We got gold and bronze in the men's 1500. First
Nice.
time we
What-
got gold in 128 years.
Was
that
it in the
event.
category of junk jumping?
No.
But how
track.
did the soccer? How did the soccer do?
The girls won and in overtime, 1-0 to beat Germany, so
Oh,
in the
good.
finals. But
Oh, good.
128 years the last time we won the men's 1500.
That's very cool.
The Tokyo gold medal winner and the current world champion ended up 4th. It was a great race. I enjoyed it.
That's
Yeah.
not even 1 horsepower.
Oh, God.
I had to. I think we killed Dersh.
I'm not dead. I'm just looking for my Kimmel home.
We have 3 minutes left. Anybody else wants to talk about?
There's NASCAR this weekend.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention that. There is a race in 4 days, 22 hours, 42 minutes, and 30 seconds at Richmond.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Yep. So there's that. We missed racing. I mean, there was racing to be seen even with
What was the
the
good
gun.
race? The
Oh,
IMSA
God.
race?
Oh,
Or the ARCA race?
Durst, you've got to watch the ARCA race from the other day. What a finish.
They
3
crossed-
cars side nuts
Diagonally.
diagonally going across the checkered flag. Side by side by side.
Nice.
It was crazy.
I have to check
It was a
out.
good race. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I have to check it out.
So check it out. Alrighty. Well, I've covered everything. Dersh, I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to post the link for the Right Side of Politics, which will be on at 8:30 after our show. Now, there is a lot of politics in that one. That one won't talk about fun, silly stuff. That one's all getting down to
Well,
business.
that's debatable.
Lisa will not be there.
No, I will not.
But she'll be
I will be
listening from the
inside.
living room.
No,
Yep.
I will be inside
She'll be
eating trash and watching rubbish. Or the other way around. I don't know.
one or the other.
I'll look that one.
Either way, she'll be doing it.
Yeah. I like to what you know what I like to watch, George? I like to watch things like true crime things that Chuck would never watch, like people
Right.
killing their husbands
Yeah.
and stuff.
And getting away with it.
You'll never get away with it. You've already said it on the air more than once.
But that's how she's going to cover herself. She's like,
That's what-
officer, officer,
That's
I
what-
talked about it on the air.
That's
Lots
Would
of
it be-
times, and I never did it then.
Would it make sense for me to do that if I was going to murder
exactly,
Chuck?
makes 0 sense.
And the officer will say, "Does murder make sense ever, ma'am?"
Hey, sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Murder? What murder?
Anyway,
He choked on pasta.
quiet.
What?
I said, quiet.
You shut up.
You
Shut
shut
up,
You
Chuck.
shut up.
You know why?
Why?
Because you probably have to go to the Wee Wee chat room.
Eventually.
Uh-huh. And you know what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I'm allowed to pee.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're on the air, you have to wait. Hey, we're just going to run another 15 minutes.
I'll pee on you.
You
All
wanna-
right, everybody,
So you
it's
want-
8 o'clock.
You want to flood the trailer, is what you're saying?
Yep, flood the camp.
Flooding the camper. We will be back, Sam. Well, we will be back next week, right? No, anybody got
What?
anything going on?
I have a date.
As far as I know, I'm cleared. But Chuck,
All right.
I just got to say something.
Yes, sir.
Get off my lawn! It's soaking wet. You're gonna drown, Chuck. You're gonna drown on my lawn. Get off
I might.
my lawn, Chuck.
I might. And Lisa, what do you have to say about this whole thing?
Shut up, Chuck.
Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. We'll see you same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye,
Good night.
Lisa. Love you, Lisa.
Bye. Thank you.